I am being eaten alive by flies. Welcome back to another Up to Summit video. I'm Matthew and today we are in Wales for the first time on the channel, and on this lovely sunny day I'm going to be completing a mountain. It's about 2,800 feet. It's called Moel Siabod, if I've got the pronunciation correct, and it's going to be my first ever grade 1 scramble, so we'll see how that goes. We started all the way down there, just in the valley floor. I'm not sure if you can make out the road, and we climbed up that road. That were a fair pull, and now we're going to this path which is not quite as steep, but still a decent pull. But look at the weather today. Absolutely amazing. Not many clouds in sight at all. And there we go, just in front is the mountain we're completing, the Siabod, which does look quite interesting. It looks like it's going to be a really good walk once you get up on that top bit. So I think that's going to be our return route, but you can see what we've got to climb up now. We're going to head up that bit there. So there you go, that's the first lake or pond or tarn, whatever you want to call it. I think there's going to be at least one, maybe two more. I don't know if you can tell, but there's just some sheep right on a ledge there. But we've climbed up a fair way now. I think probably over 1,000 feet. That's a slippy one. There we go, a nice little quarry lake with a tiny, don't know if you consider that a waterfall there, but a nice little spot with the mountain we're doing in the background. If you could get over to that, that'd be a pretty cool camping spot. Tell you what, it is absolutely steaming today. I think it's going to get up to about mid 20 degrees, and climbing up here, absolutely roasting. There we go, that could be what we're going up, the grade 1, up that ridge line potentially. There you go, you get a good view looking out over to the other mountains in Snowdonia, and that's the lake down there with our final destination in sight up there. You can see just up there, a guy's just parachuted right off the top, which to be honest, I think that'd be pretty good to be able to parachute back down after you've done the climb. So we've just had a little stop at this lake, quick drink stop, just before we go for the final push to the end. And that's the ridge, my first ever grade 1 scramble, so we'll have to see how this goes. So it's got a bit boggy again, and you don't really want to be going through that, so we're just having a look. We need to be just over there, and then we're on the ridge and it should be all right. But we need to find a way across here without getting some wet feet. As you can see, it's quite sinky as this. Oh. But we've made it across. I think that's the worst of it done now. You can see at the very top, that looks like it's going to be really interesting, so I'm looking forward to that. So we're just about to head on to the ridge, but look at that view behind me. Lovely view, looking up to where we're going to go. And we're going to head back down there somehow. There you go, you can see what we've got to do now. Up there, then up that bit. Elegant, but making it up. Off here. So you can see we've climbed up from there. That's how much we've done so far of the ridge, and that's what we've got to do. Obviously we're not going to go right to this edge because that could be a bit scary. That's a fair drop off the other side, down that gully. There you go, that's a good shot looking down to the lake with the ridge at the side. So that's what we've got to go up, and I'll tell you what, it's definitely tiring. There's a little bit of wind up here, but not loads. And it's very warm, so I'm drinking a lot of water. But once we've got up here, we're probably not far off the top. It's not too bad up this bit. That's why I'm recording myself. Other parts, not so easy to do that. You can see the view. Not sure how well I'm recording that. Tiring stuff though. Real tiring. But get rewarded with an absolutely incredible view. So I'm just at this bit, I've just come and sat on this rock and it's pretty high up here. I'm getting pretty nervous, but you get a great view looking about where we've come from and down to the lake. This is a pretty high rock up here. There you go, you can see what we came up. I came up just that side over there, but really fun with that. There we go, the trig point, 2,800 and something feet. So we'll get up there and I'll give you a look around at the beautiful views we've got. Here we go, to the trig point. Oh, there is a lot of flies. I'm gonna have to tap it very timidly. Look at that for a view. That's Snowdon just in the background. Tryfan there. Conway all the way, or Conway, all the way in the distance. And then I'm pretty sure it's a mountain I've done, didn't record it, called Craig Gleeson. And you can have that lovely view all the way down to the road where we started on and down to the lake, which looks a long way down now. But I'm gonna get out of these flies because I don't know if you can see, but I am being eaten alive by flies. Jesus. So I'm going to get off here and find a spot for lunch. So we've just had our lunch. And then we're going to head off down this little ridge down here. And try to look through the binoculars with the camera, which is a tad difficult. But you can see Tryfan over there. Craig Gleeson, which I've done. It's just that one there, I believe. The road that we started at is all the way down there. There you go, that's a great view looking back to the ridge we came up, all the way up that. It's a great bit along here, just huge rocks and lovely views. Not sure if you can see it, but there's a huge plain going through the valley there. Should be able to see it. Got that banking up there. Pretty cool. That's a fair drop down that gully there. You can see that's the lake all the way down there. It's probably a good 1,000 feet down that. Look at this for a ridge line, and it goes so far along. It was such a great route along here. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. This bit coming up here looks a little bit interesting. Yeah, I think that'd be a bit silly to try and go up that, so we'll work our way around it. Yeah, it's a pretty big drop down there. Maybe if you're a professional climber you could do that, and I'm sure that'd be quite good, but not for me. Definitely not for another few years anyway. Maybe when I'm a bit more experienced. I've only just done my first grade one, so let's not overdo it. Yeah, that's a pretty intimidating gully. I can't believe at one point I'm actually considering going over that. That really would have been stupid. So you can see our return route that we came out on is just that little green track down there. So we've just got to take out all the height and make it down here, hopefully stress-free. I'll tell you what, it's been very slow going, coming over all that stuff. But the good news is, it seems to be getting a bit better, so hopefully we can finally pick up some pace, because for the last 2-3 hours of walking, maybe not quite 3, but definitely the last 2 hours, it's been so slow going all the way up that ridge and then all the way along the ridge at the top. So hopefully we can get on to some faster tracks soon. Honestly though, first grade 1 scramble, and it was actually really enjoyable. I'm definitely looking forward, trying not to fall over as I come down. But I'm definitely looking forward to trying out some others. There's a few in the Lake District I want to try. Jack's Rake, I think that might be a grade 1. Obviously Striding Edge, still got that to do. And then, you never know, maybe one day work up to a grade 2, but definitely want to get a few more grade 1s under my belt first. But overall, at first I was a bit worried because I can be a bit scared of heights, but kind of over the last year or two, I've got a lot more used to them. But if you are hesitant, I would recommend go for it. But if you obviously feel too uncomfortable when you're up there, just turn around. It's not really worth risking your life. So know your limits, but also push yourself a little bit. Just don't over push yourself. Make sure you've got the right footwear and that good stuff. But yeah, really enjoyable. There we go. Last bit of rocky path done, hopefully. So now I can finally walk at a normal speed and not 0.5 mile an hour, because that has taken a hell of a long time. Now we're walking a lot quicker down this stuff, twice, if not 3 times as quick. Almost got a bit of a jog on with the hill taking me down. So after what I was just saying about how we're on a fast part now we're not. Back on slow going stuff, but this should take the height out pretty quickly at least. Yeah, this gully has definitely slowed us down again. But once we get onto that bit, I think we should be all right. So I've made it down that part pretty much. I'll tell you what, I brought about 1.5 litres, maybe just over. I've nearly run out of water, just sweat it all out today. There we go, we're finally on a path, which is going to be nice and fast. Now we just need to get down there because I am dying for a drink, absolutely dying for one. I just had a taste of my water, my last little bit. Still got a tiny bit left. But when I had it, it literally tastes like water straight out the kettle. It was so warm, like it still rehydrated me a bit, but so warm. I am absolutely looking forward to having a nice glass of cold water with a load of ice in it. Kind of lost the path a bit now, but all I know is we need to be on that path, so if I just head down here. It's an interesting little bit, is this long rock forming this little gully. Not sure if we need to be a bit more over that side though. There you go, we've pretty much made it down onto our outward route. So close now. Here we go. Does this look a bit familiar? I'm not even sure if I included this part in the vlog, but it looks familiar to me because on our outward route we went up there through that gate. You can see what we've done all in the background. So I guess it's time to end off the video. So that's it, my first grade 1 scramble completed. The first of many, hopefully, because that was a really good experience. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and drop a sub. And if you want to watch me solo wild camping for the first time ever, click the screen now.